Good afternoon. I'm Megan Coughlin. I'm an admissions officer here at our flagship campus. I'm excited to meet you all virtually, and if some of you are joining us this fall, I look forward to meeting you in just a few weeks and introducing the wonderful Coach Adams, who is our esports coach here. I'll let him introduce himself a little bit.
Yep, Coach Adams. This is going to be second year at Kaiser with the esports program. And we're excited to get into another year.
Awesome. So before we go ahead and get started, I just want to let you guys know that there is a chat room open. So if you have any questions throughout this whole open house, please feel free to ask away in the chat room. We also are going to have some interactions with some poll questions and things like that throughout our open house. So feel free to ask any questions. We look forward to meeting you all. And I'm going to go ahead and play a quick little video kind of showcasing esports here at Flagship. Okay, so as we start, I just want to go ahead and give you some fun little facts about Kaiser University, specifically our flagship campus. Kaiser's been around for about 40 years, and we have over 20 campuses, including some in China and Nicaragua. I just totally blanked right there. Our flagship campus is located here in West Palm Beach. We're about 10 minutes from downtown and the beaches, so it's actually a really cool location. We also have our dorms on this campus, and we have over 20 athletic programs as well. So there's a lot of exciting things going on all the time here on our campus. We are on 100 acres, and we just built our brand new dormitories, which will be available for students to move into this fall, actually, so that's pretty exciting. We also offer up to over 100 different degrees, from an associate's degree all the way up to a doctoral degree. So you really can get a full education here if you decide to go past the bachelor's. Some of our popular degree choices are cinematic arts, our criminal justice program, we have our sports medicine and sports fitness and technology. We have a really wide variety. We also just launched our equine program with our biomedical sciences as well as business degree, so you can study that as well. And we even have applied engineering now, so really a full diverse list of degrees that you really can choose anything from, which make this a perfect home for you. And as you can see, we are practicing our social distancing here. We have a nice clear screen blocking both of us since we're a little bit closer than normal. At our school, we've been posting some fun videos to show how we have actually been preparing for our students to come in the fall and practicing social distancing and making sure that we're keeping everybody safe. So we look forward to seeing you, and we're excited to go ahead and answer any questions about our esports program. Launching that, we are going to go ahead with our first poll question. So we will be launching that question. Go ahead and answer. We look forward to seeing your answers. This question is, where are you from? Are you locally here in Florida? Are you international? If you are international, type where. And if you are out of state on the East Coast, let us know where. Or D, if you're out of state in the West Coast. we look forward to finding out where
50%
everyone's
right
from.
now. Miss Megan are from Florida, 50% international.
So we've got a good 50-50, 50 from Florida, 50 internationally. That's exciting.
No Eastern or Western. Everybody is in the state of Florida or international right now.
No Eastern, no Western. Welcome, Floridians. Hello. That sounded like you were all aliens, but hello. And welcome the international students. I'm actually excited you guys got on. That's great. All right. Well, Ross.
Let's talk esports.
How's it going?
Great.
Why don't you let us know what exactly esports is for those like me who don't know?
So esports, it is definitely a new, kind of up and coming trend. A lot of people still aren't really familiar with it, but esports is the organized online competitive video games. Very exciting. You spoke to the social distancing and stuff like that. Something that's really good for us is that we're able to completely operate out of our room, all done online, virtually. So, our players are safe here on our campus, and we can be competing against other schools, when they're on their campus as well.
Awesome. And you guys got a quick little glimpse of our video about the esports room. We're going to actually have a tour in a second to show you even more details about this room, but I mean, we're sitting in it right now. You can see it's pretty cool. That being said, we're going to go into the facilities, play this video for you, and Ross is going to go over some about the equipment that you'll be using and the company and things like that. So let me go ahead and share that video with you all.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Greg Bulicki. I want to introduce you to our esports lab. We have tons of players that come in here every day to get better at the games that they focus on. We're partnered with MSI. We have powerful gaming computers. We have their Trident towers that have an i7 processor and a GTX 2060 graphics card. On the deck, we have Logitech gear with the G Pro keyboard and the G502 practical mouses. Hey guys, thanks for touring the facility with me. We have awesome opportunities for scholarships for our game, so if you're interested, you should always come to Kaiser University to check out all the opportunities we have to offer you.
Okay, so that is our room. It's actually super cool. I do wish that I could work in here every day because it's dark and nice, like it. But if you do join our esports team, obviously you'll be in here practicing, but this is also open to our students that do come to Kaiser. You just have to check the practice schedules and make sure that you're not interfering with club practice or the team practicing. But Ross, I'm going to give it to you to show off all the goods.
So you saw a little bit of it in the videos, but to kind of speak to what we have here in the esports room, we have 24 PCs, top of the line. MSI has been a great supporter of ours since the beginning. So they hooked us up with some Trident 3s, i7 processors, curved monitors, 2060 graphics. So can't ask for a whole lot more. We've also upgraded some of our peripherals. As you can see here, we've got a Logitech Pro 10 keyless keyboard as well. We use the G502 mouse. These are for the varsity players, but obviously each gamer has their preference. So if you have your own favorite equipment, something that you've been gaming with the entire life, you're more than welcome to bring that in and use it as well. Whatever you're most comfortable with and whatever you're going to do the best with. So
We also have these really cool headsets.
we do have MSI headsets.
I look real good at these. Just kidding. They're cool, but not for me. Now, fun question, because I only know one game. So I'm sure some of you on this chat know some games and some of you are new to this like I am. Which games will Kaiser University athletes play?
So we actually currently compete in, let's see if I can get them all, Call of Duty, Fortnite, Apex Legends. We're hoping to play Valorant, Counter-Strike, I say Rocket League, and Super Smash Bros.
Fun. I know Rocket League.
Rocket League is a fan favorite for sure.
That's it, though. Well, that's exciting. That leads us into actually our next poll question, which is, what game would you like to see Kaiser compete in next? So this is perfect opportunity for our students who have logged in here to answer which game you'd like us to compete in, which that is either A, Valorant, did I say it right? Yes. Rocket League, Rainbow Six, or sports games like NBA, Madden, or FIFA. I know those games.
Poll is open.
The poll is open.
Taking answers.
What is Valorant?
So Valorant is a mix of, for those that are familiar with it, a mix of Counter-Strike and Overwatch. So it is a first-person competitive shooter, team-based.
Gotcha.
All right, well, we have a split 50-50 between Valorant and Rocket League.
Valorant and Rocket League.
50-50, Rocket League.
Valorant's a very up-and-coming popular game. It might be something we have to dive into.
All right. Well, I watch Rocket League at home all the time. So my vote's Rocket League. Okay, so then another great question to ask. Can a student get a scholarship for playing esports?
The surprising to some answer is yes. We do have esports scholarships available for those that qualify for it. We do have a varsity level program, and that's where a lot of the scholarships come into play. We also have club level, where you kind of spoke to it earlier, where our esports room is available to those students on campus who either are a part of a different sport or not an athlete at all, or somebody that doesn't want to play competitively and they still enjoy playing games. So the club level, we do social activities where we might do a FIFA Friday or a Madden Monday, where it still gives everybody an opportunity to come in, use our equipment, and play some games.
Awesome. And tying into that, like I said, because we are practicing social distance and things like that, we had discussed that some of these tournaments and some of these fun game nights will actually take place virtually. So if you have the gaming system in your dorm room or at home, you can join in our campus-wide Madden tournament or whatever we're doing and play from your dorm room or your house or socially distance here in the esports room. Another great question is, how many students can be on the varsity and JV esports team?
So the great thing about esports is there's really no cap, and I'll kind of elaborate on that. Each team obviously has their set size for the competitive team. If you're looking at a League of Legends, you're 6 players. A Call of Duty, 5, 6, even maybe 2 to 3. There's a lot of different game variants in each different game. So the beauty of it is we can field 1 team, we can field 2 teams of the same game. This year, we hope to have 2 competitive Call of Duty teams. So that'll have us at about 10 to 12 players. As we spoke about the club program, that's open to everybody. So there's always a spot for those gamers who want to come in and play some games.
Awesome. So when will the esports season, if there is a season, take place? And when do the games typically take place? So
on a typical year, esports is actually year-round. There's competitions through a number of different organizations. NACE, which we are a member of, the National Association of Collegiate Esports. So they host tournaments. There's also other esports tournament organizations like CSL and TESPA. And so some of it is in the fall and some of it's in the spring. Just kind of depends on what organization we're signing up for, and also what game it is. So some games might be more heavily played and competed in the fall. Some might be in the spring.
What some of the schools will we be competing against?
Again, so we, being all virtual, we have kind of the luxury, and it's kind of exciting that we can play schools all across the country. A lot of the time when we sign up for a tournament, just using NACE as an example, they start off by your region. So we play a lot of schools in the Southeast region, a lot in Florida, Georgia, up to South Carolina, but we're not limited to any sort of region, and we can play all sorts of schools.
Awesome. And I know right now things are being held virtually, but will you be traveling?
There is travel opportunities. You know, we can, if in certain tournaments, they do have, you know, I want to say national championships. I think that's something we're going to get to.
Yeah.
You know, in that case, if you make it into the competitive league of that tournament and you make it, you know, far enough, they do host in-person tournaments for the finals. We also can travel to other schools for scrimmages or, you know, friendly competitions if we decide to do that.
Awesome.
Something else exciting for Kaiser, some of our other Kaiser campuses throughout Florida are actually starting esports programs. And so something that we hope to do is get some inter-Kaiser competition going.
That'd be fun. And just briefly speaking about the national championship really quick.
So not all of the tournament organizations have national championships. I think I briefly touched on it. Some of them have different levels. So you have a competitive level, which will have some sort of championship, but there's also a quote unquote casual level where you're just kind of looking for other, you know, matches and competitions versus other schools. They, you know, some of them have prize monies, some of them have different rewards, you know, maybe peripherals, you can win keyboards, headsets. So it just kind of varies on what you're a part of.
Awesome. Well, that's exciting. So that means, you know, we have a full schedule basically in our esports world, which is exciting. And that leads us to launching poll question number 3, which is, which game do you enjoy watching the most? Which is either League of Legends, Call of Duty, Fortnite, or other. And if you pick other, please specify. Like my other, be Rocket League.
Some Fortnites.
I don't know what Fortnite is. I still don't know what Fortnite is. Can you explain?
Fortnite is it's an interesting game. It's a shooter, but there's building aspects to it. So it's kind of a battle royale. You drop into a map with, you know, different battle royales have different numbers, but you drop into a map with, say, 60 other people. You gather items on the map, whether it be guns, building materials, whatever the case may be.
Do you build a fort
there you
to
go.
shoot from?
We have a tie between League of Legends and Call of Duty. 50%.
Okay.
50% of you picked League of Legends, and 50% of you picked Call of Duty.
Call of Duty is a great game.
Call of Duty, I feel like, is the OG.
It really is.
Because I knew Call of Duty.
Call of Duty's come out every year, so it's definitely maintained its status.
Well, Call of Duty wins because that's all I know. So Call of
There
Duty.
you go.
Awesome. Now, we did talk about this already, so just briefly, I'm going to mention it again. You know, we had some questions about if you can be involved with esports with not being on the team, which we've said, yes, you can, absolutely. We have a club team here, and if you don't even want to be on a club team, you just want to come in and chill and hang out in this sweet room, we have consoles set up with TVs. You can play video games here. Again, it's open to you as long as you're not interfering with practice, which is scheduled always posted on the outside of the esports room. And it's free for you to use. And then what does a typical practice schedule look like?
A typical practice schedule, 4 to 5 days a week, and we try to carve out about a 4-hour time slot each day. This allows for multiple different aspects of a practice. So in esports, it is very similar to any other sport we have on campus, right? So we're going to have, you know, video reviews of previous games or competitions. So we do carve out some time for that. And then we kind of get into a warm-up. So some of our games, like the first-person shooters, have aim trainers. And something that we've been fortunate enough this upcoming year, we're going to have specific aim trainers where, you know, the players can come in kind of on their own time, get warmed up, kind of get the feel for it, practice a little bit before we dive into either a regular practice or a scrimmage. You know, typically, if we want to dedicate one day to, you know, a scrim versus another school, then we'll do that, and then we kind of use that as the base game film for us to review as we prepare for our competition.
Awesome. And then what are the requirements to be on the team?
The requirements, so everybody goes through a tryout process, you know, like I said, kind of like every other sport. And so there's an interest form for those that aren't a part of the program but are looking to get into it. It's actually on the website under the esports page. There's a general interest form. People are welcome to submit that. And then we kind of go from there. They go through the regular admissions process through the school, obviously GPA requirements, all that good stuff.
Which I can speak on the GPA requirements, but we can also add that link to the website in our chat room for you, so you guys can have access to that if you are interested. But our minimum GPA requirements for Cards University is a 2.7 GPA, an 830 SAT, and a 17 ACT. We also have our own entrance exam that we can let you take. I know with everything going on this year, it's been kind of crazy. A lot of students didn't get the opportunity to take their SAT and ACT, so we've been working with them with our entrance exam, which depending on your degree choice will depend on the score, but a 17 is usually the minimum that would get you in on that as well. And again, your GPA requirements, that's a minimum. If you are going into our biomedical sciences program or our nursing program, those things will change a little bit, but your admissions team, me, is here to help you with that. So speak to your admissions counselor if you are interested, and we will definitely help you and work hand in hand with Coach Adams here in helping you get accepted and join the team. Which launches us into poll question number 4. What is your main platform? So what do you play on the most? Either your Xbox, your PlayStation, your PC, or a Switch? And I do know all of those.
67% PC, 33% Switch.
That is shocking. 63% said PC, 67, I'm sorry, and 33 was less.
And I'm willing to bet the people that said Switch might be playing Super Smash Bros.
Which is fun. And we do have Switch here.
So we actually do have in the esports room, I think I forgot to mention that, 4 console stations set up in the esports room. Each station has its own Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. For, again, those casual, the club teams, if they want to come in and use those, the game nights. And some of our varsity players, they actually came from console, and they make the switch to PC. And one of the interesting things about that is you can hook up a controller to our PCs and still compete that way as well. Some tournaments have restrictions on that, so we try to cater to all the players.
All right, this next part's pretty exciting. We have one of our senior varsity esports team members here. His name is Mark. He's busy playing. We're going to interrupt him.
No, it's okay.
And he's going to actually share his screen, and he's going to do a live game demo while I put him on the hot seat and ask him a bunch of questions, testing his skills.
Can you see my screen right now?
It is sharing slowly. 1 second. Yes.
Yep,
Awesome.
Perfect. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Amazing. Thank you to us.
So, Mark, what year are you?
So I graduated last semester, and I'm starting the master program in September.
And what master degree are you getting?
MBA International Business.
Great. That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
When did you start gaming?
I was probably 5 or 6 years old, something like that. My parents were not really into gaming, but I was being a gamer,
I gotcha. What game are you actually playing right now?
Right now I'm playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So
Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a lot. Awesome.
Yeah. It's probably the most popular game right now, and it's getting very competitive, so I love it.
Awesome. What system do you prefer to play on?
PC.
Computer.
Yeah.
I feel like, is that like what popular choice for big gamers? Is that what you
I
choose?
came from an Xbox, but as soon as you start making the switch to PC, it's kind of hard to go back.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. And what is your preferred game? Obviously, you're playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare, but is that your preferred game of choice, or do you?
Yeah, my favorite game is Apex Legends. So it's a battle royale. It's pretty famous right now. It's so you start on a map and you have to be the last alive on the map.
Interesting. It's like the Hunger Games, but
exactly. That's
games.
typically Hunger Games. So you imagine Hunger Games, the movie, and it's a video game.
Awesome. I could play that maybe.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Have you won any special titles or awards in your gaming career?
So last year, in July, we finished top 10 in the Apex Invitational. So that was the first international tournament of Apex with a $200,000 prize pool.
What?
Yeah, and that was
$200,000?
yeah,
It's a lot of money in these.
You
that
need
was
to get
pretty-
into gaming. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Do you mind telling us all where you're from?
So I'm from France. It's been 4 years I live in US, in Florida. Always have been at Kaiser University, and I'm very happy to be in the esports team.
That's awesome. Well, Mark, thank you for letting us put you on the hot seat
Thank you, guys.
and showcasing your excellent gaming skills while I tried to distract you.
And you died a couple times, so I'm gonna get on about
Ooh,
that.
you died a couple of times. I didn't notice. But we're gonna go ahead and launch. I'm gonna stop the sharing and we're gonna launch our poll question number 5 and final poll question before we open up Q&A, which is, which next-gen console are you most excited for? A, the PS5, or B, the Xbox Series X?
I'll admit the PlayStation might look a little better. I'm excited about the Xbox.
Did everyone forget about the Wii? That's what
Yes.
I have. Is that
Yes.
just irrelevant? No one cares
We
about
got a
Wii?
tie.
It's tied.
50-50.
50-50. Well, I vote PS5. You vote Xbox. So it's still
I go
50-50.
Xbox.
Well,
don't worry, you can play Rocket League on either one of them.
oh, great. I don't play it, watch.
And we have a chat question.
Okay, awesome. We are actually opening up the chat room, so please ask away. We're here to answer any of your questions. Thank you, Matthew, for letting me know that I'm not that old and this Switch is basically the Wii. I'll upgrade, promise. But I do know how to play the Wii, and that's about it.
Wii bowling, that used to be it.
Wii bowling.
That was the best.
Wii Resort, bowling, frisbee with a dog.
And would you like to share Port St. Lucie?
Oh, yes, we have an exciting announcement. Our other campus in Port St. Lucie is hosting a Fortnite esports fundraiser, and that's going to be on Saturday, August 22nd at 5 p.m. It is $40 for an entry for a team, so that's $20 per person. That's not bad at all. It's a fundraiser. It is called the Seahawks End of Summer Skirmish. That's a fun word to say, skirmish. So if you are interested, we will, we did already input the RSVP information. Her name is Linda Fitzpatrick. She is awesome. She's another AO over there. So if you are interested, her email is up there as well, and you can RSVP to that. Again, it's August 22nd
And
at
that can
5.
be done completely virtual.
It is virtual. The whole thing is virtual. So that's great. And it's Fortnite, which I was just
Building
told.
forts.
Build forts and shoot people. Do we have any other questions that we can answer about the esports room, the team, Coach Adams, social distancing, the fall? Nothing. This is a quiet group. Can we tell others about the event? Of course. Yes, you can. And we actually, sadly, we were going to have a massive esports tournament here on our campus, but with coronavirus, that got pushed back. But we will be rescheduling that, and we are going to host some fun esports tournaments here on campus. We might be doing the first one virtually as well, but be prepared for that information as well. You can absolutely share that event with others. I'm sure Linda will have a flyer that she can email you back if you reach out to her, that you can just send off to your friends via text or email. But yeah, share away. It's for a good cause, so great question.
I think this means we just answered all the questions.
That's great. That means we're very informational and we did our job. High five through that. Okay, well, thank you all so much for joining us. We'll add in my contact information and Coach Adams' contact information, as well as the link to the esports website. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me or Coach Adams.
Could you verbally give them your contact
Yeah,
information?
verbally give you my info. Again, my name is Megan, so my email is mcoglin, LAN@kaiseruniversity.edu. And my cell phone work number, you can call or text me, 561-379-4491. I don't know your number.
For mine, email is going to be roadams @kaiseruniversity.edu. Cell phone number 561-657-7486. If you are a student or an interested gamer, something else you can also do for me on our Instagram page, Kaiser ESPORTS, just one word. We have a link to our Discord, and you can get into our actual Kaiser ESPORTS Discord and message me directly on there as well.
Last four again, Coach.
7486.
Also, speaking of social media, if you don't already follow us, follow us. We're at Kaiser U Flagship. We have TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube. Follow us. We'd be happy to showcase everything fun going on campus right now. You'll be able to see past events that we've hosted. There's a lot of goofy things. The president of the campus actually was dancing with Skylar in his office. So TikTok, look it up. We appreciate it. And then the esports handle is at
Kaiser ESPORTS.
Kaiser ESPORTS. Really simple. Thank you again for joining us. We are so happy that you guys got to be a part of this, and see you in the fall. Ending.